いい、こんばんは。お疲れ様です。まもなくキックオフですね。先発を貼っておきます。裏子はどうでもいいので、裏子は特にね、気になる選手もいないか。ということで、名前の方だけ、スターティングメンバーと、スターティングメンバーと、あとベンチ入りの選手、いただきますね。ちょっと音量が低いかな。音量上げるか。よし。やめますか。はい。
He's always given credit to the way Nagoya set up, helped his clean sheet record.
1-0.
Tactical setup for Nagoya in this game in terms of the options in their forward line. To mention Kakitani.
今日もね、無観客ですね。
I wonder if they're going to be perhaps interchanging positions just a little bit at times or not, because there's a bit more fluidity here. As opposed to the first game where Yamasaki, who's that more traditional sort of target man at 187 centimeters.
会場は前回と同じラチャマンから国立競技場、これタイのバンコクにあるスタジアムです。はい、収容人数ね、5万人ぐらい入る結構大きなスタジアムなんですけど、今日は、観客は無観客です。
Just very early on here, we're seeing a different setup tactically from Nagoya. Looks like it's going to be a 4-3-3. Yonemoto just being that pivot, the defensive midfielder in front of that back line there at number 2.
今日は、柿谷がワントップですね。そして、フォーメーションは4-2-3-1。だからミッドフィルダーが、前が3列で後ろが2列ですね。左に斉藤、中央に長沢、右に前田、そしてその後ろに米本と稲垣が入っています。ディフェンスはいつもと同じです。裏方の方は、これポハンっていうんですけど、ポハンの方はちょっとデータがよくわからないです。去年順位が良くて ACL に進んだんですけど、今年のシーズンは今のところ18試合 K リーグで戦って7勝6分け5敗で、5位についているということですね。同じ ACL に出ているウルサンとチョンボク、そしてスオン、そしてテグで裏子ということですね。悪質プレーで浦和に対して悪質プレーでちょっと名前が有名になったチェジュ島のチェジュユナイテッドは6位について、今年は ACL には出てないということになります。ただね、これ前回も 前の試合もここでやったんですけど、芝がもうめちゃくちゃ悪いので、ちょっとそこが心配ですね。もうすでに3分しか経ってないですけど、もうすでに芝がめくり上がってるんで。これはひどいですよ。今日、結構面白い布陣なんですよね。柿谷がワントップなんで。どういう形で攻めてくるか。すごく楽しみですね。
A little bit of space here, perhaps, for Bohan to take advantage, but again, outnumbered. All the way back to Lander Eichel.
結構踏み込むと芝がめくり上がりやすいような感じになってて、今結構激しい当たりの時とかも一瞬で芝がめくり上がってるんで、バックパスとか結構こういう時注意したいですよね。キーパーとか特にバックパスを思いっきり蹴ると思うんですけど、左足で踏み込むときずるっといったらもうそのままゴールに入るとかそういうこともあるんで。逆に名古屋の方プレッシャーかけて裏コーの方にバックパスどんどんさせてミスを誘ったりするのもいいんじゃないかなと思いますけど、ただ裏コーの実力がよくわからないので、どれぐらいね攻めれるかがわかんないですよね。韓国のチームなんで弱くはないので。わあ、ほらランゲラック滑った。これ危険ですよ今。いやー、めっちゃ怖い。だからバックパスでゴールキーパーが蹴るとき要注意ですよ。今思いっきりこけましたね。キーパーへの不用意なバックパスはもう本当気をつけた方がいいです。こんばんは。頑張れ名古屋グランパス攻めろ。今こそ俺たちの魂とともに戦い抜こう。あれ名古屋。
I know they had the superior quality in terms of the individual abilities of their players. Just trying to again hit those channels. Never Ratchaburi got forward, hit the spaces for Sam Hyuk to go out and attack. And he's got that pace, he's got that ability, lots of confidence as well. He's playing some good football domestically for Pohang Steelers.
日本が韓国のチーム紹介するとき、漢字をそのまま読むんで、裏コーとか言うんですけど、やっぱ英語でもポハンって言ってますね、ちゃんと。私はもう韓国通なので、韓国に何回も一人でいろんな各地行ってるので、結構呼び慣れてるんですけど。
Didn't really enjoy that press at all in match day one. It's going to be an occasional thing by the looks of things here.
割と日本人そのまま読んじゃうんでいいですね。
Just sit in the own half at the halfway line. And the moment the ball is played into one of Nagoya central midfielders, that's when they get that cue to press. You're going to see here, back towards goal. Make sure you put the player under pressure in that situation so he can't turn. So Inagaki has an opportunity to get Nagoya playing forward now.
抜けない。 いや、今いいパスでしたね。ああいう縦パスはいいですね。芝がめくり上がりやすいんで、ああいうのは相手チームのディフェンスを嫌ですよね、ああいう縦のロングパスは、こういう芝でやるときは。縦のロングパスは特に自分が向いてる方とは後ろの背中側に必ず飛び越えてやってくるようなボールになるんで、振り向いてさらに急ぎで戻る動作が必要になるから、結構ね、足元が踏み込みにくいですよね。結構ゆるゆるの芝の時、こういう有効的なんじゃないですか、縦パスの方が。あまり、あまりね、芝の状態が良くないんで、あまりね、丁寧に細かいパスを回すよりは、意外とさっきみたいに縦パス出せば、さっきランゲラクは思いっきり芝がめくれて倒れたんですけど、ああいうね、なんかミスを起こしやすいので、逆にそこをついて名古屋は縦パスで狙ってもいいかもしれないですね。耳いかれるわ。さあ、10分を経過しました。今のところシュートまで行ってないですよね。まだ。そろ1本シュートね、ちょっと打ちたいですよね。
Get knocked out in the group stages, and we're going to see a few of those in the East Zone as well. It's a very different prospect this year, though, isn't it? You play the Champions League group stages over several weeks, indeed several months normally, but here they are. They're all played in
つまぶし味噌カツパワーで名古屋のあれをもうまとめたみたいな。それならもうひつまぶし味噌カツスガキヤパワーとかね、スガキヤ世界の山ちゃんパワー全部入れた方がいいですよ。
Try and get on the end of it. He decided to have a go himself. Can't blame him really. I mean, he's worked so hard to open up an opportunity for himself. There's no question he went for it. The goalkeeper left it, I think. He thought it was probably going wide, but there was a bit of curl on it.
さあ、コーナーキックのチャンスです。カウンター食らうな。気をつけろ。カウンター来るぞ。
Stopping play again. This is the second time the referee stopped play for an injury that he hasn't given a free kick for. I hope we don't see too much of that because
カリーパンとこの2つ。
From the referee's signals at least, he was trying to play the advantage. So there will be a free kick for a free kick. Yeah, thanks, Roger. Well, that's far better refereeing than I thought it would be. If that's the case, excellent.
カリーパンでかけたんですか。そうなんだ。
A lot of space here for Kvesic, getting on his right foot, looking to curl it in towards the far post there, but it took a deflection off Kimoto. And that'll be a corner to Pohang on that far side of the field.
いや、名古屋の方は芝が綺麗ですね。久しぶりっていうか10分、13分か。ここまでで初めてのポハンの方は攻撃じゃないですかね。
for a goal. I think the first time we've really seen Bohan troubling Nagoya's defense in this match so far.
Well, I recall Vesic trying something similar on match day 1, so he likes that with his right foot, just taking the ball to his right and see if he can find the far post with a curling effort. Here comes the corner.
Oh!
It was a good leap, wasn't it? But just over the bar.
I think it was number 4.
炎のカリーパン。炎のカリーパンってあれですよね。山形の、あれ山形かなか長崎のあそこ行った時、炎のカリーパンって確かなんか見たことない気がする。これさっき。おお、やっぱめくれた。あ、ですよね。山形のですよね。モンテディオの。あ、今やっぱゴールキックで、今ランゲラックが蹴ったところも簡単にめくれましたね。
In the shallow channel. A little push in the back there. The referee, I think, will be giving a free kick rather than a throwing. Sunwoo holding the back of his neck. Kazuya jogs away, looking to avoid the yellow card, and I think he'll safely do that.
Well, you can see the patterns for Bohan. Just looking to try and get the ball down his left-hand side. And it is an area of the pitch where we do use quite a bit, especially with Kang Sang-woo. The fullback getting forward, and normally Song Min-kyu who plays down that side of the pitch, 21-year-old, South squad, called with the Korea Republic squad for the Olympics. He is Bohan's top scorer this season domestically, Song Min-kyu. Unfortunate that he's not here. But they do create lots and lots of opportunities from their left-hand side. Even the fullbacks I mentioned, Kang, 5 assists in K1 this season.
Loose ball picked up here and running on goal. We've got Lim Sang-kyu on the ball now.
いやー、今日はドリブルは無理だな。これだけぬかるんでたら、ドリブルで突破するのは結構難しい。やっぱこういう時はね、パスがいいですよね。浮き玉とかの方がいいですよ。これゴロでも相当芝が浮き上がってるんで、ボールまっすぐコロコロいかないですよ、絶対。
Clearance slightly mishit, but did the job, got over the heads of the immediate threats. Here's that man again. Vesic plays it out to the left, and the ball comes in, but it was just a little bit too high for anyone to get anything too positive on it. Langerak will have himself a goal kick.
Again, it's Im Sang-kyu. This occasion, looking at space onto his right foot, going to cross into the box. Enough pressure again from Yutaka Yoshida there. Just got to make sure you put a challenge in. Difficult for the attacker. You might not necessarily be in a position as a defender to go on and win the ball that comes in, but as long as you're there.
She having a good high leap at that centre as it came in, but it went over his head.
It's going to be so important for Oristashi to show what he's capable of in the Champions League here for Bohan. Having a poor season.
なかなか。今日、きしめん食べました。きしめん、あそこが、きしめん好きですか？きしめんあそこに食べに行ってたんですよ。私、昔、名古屋の金山っていうところに住んでたことがあるんですけど、その下に熱田っていうところがあって、イオンがあるんですけど、その下に、なんかきしめん屋さんで美味しいところがあって、神宮だったな。結構何回か通い詰めてましたね。きしめん屋さんがあったんですよ、熱田に。熱田のイオンのね、まだ南側に美味しいところがあって。
left-footed clearance.
もう名古屋にいる時にしか食べないですけどね、きしめんも。
Tashi chasing that, couldn't get hold of it. Well, Marshall by the defence.
ND よりやばい。え、
Got his foot to it.
ND スタジアム、山形の ND スタジアム、芝良くないんですか？
Just getting through a lot of work on this right-hand side.
ND の向
Here's
こう、
Yoshida.
向かうついに打ってし
The
ま
end of a
ってま
return
し
was trying to, but
た。おー、
just a little bit frustrated at the quality of the return there. He'll have to make his way all the way back to that left back position. Extra
きし
frustrating.
めん食べないですね。私、九州なんですけど、
What? Having made the ground. And then I'll have to go all the way back. It's good enough.
九州もきしめんってか、まあ、うどんですもんね。
Getting up and down,
Sort of hard work, isn't it?
お、
Attempted ball played in there by Nagasawa. It was blocked. And in the corner to Nagoya.
前はやばかったといえばですね、大分の、今、昭和電工ドームって言うんですけど、あそこドームになってて、
Fullbacks.
光が、日光がですね、当たりにくくて、もうめちゃくちゃ何年間か、2年間ぐらいか、めちゃくちゃ芝が悪かった時期がありましたね。2010年より前ぐらいかな。今はそうでもないですけど、ドーム、ND スタジアムって芝が悪かったっていうのは、なんでしょう。あれですか。何か、でもそんな日当たり悪そうなスタジアムじゃないですよね。手入れがなってなかったんですね。だから神戸のスタジアム、ノエビアスタジアムか、あそこはだから、あそこも結構日当たりが悪いらしくて、ハイブリッド芝にですもんね、あそこだから。
Yeah, you get a few of those at the professional level, right? These foul throws, and the referees usually never seem to be interested.
It really don't, do they? There seems to be a little bit more space for Pohan.
ミランがお好きなんです。あ、
Right side.
私、全盛期は大体セリエ A が、今はね、プレミアとか、リーガとか、ブンデスとか、こう並んでね、どこも人気がありますけど、私たちの時、やっぱセリエ A が人気があって、このマフラーはですね、今から私が小さい時に買ったんですよ。ですね、私が5歳、だからもう今から20年、今から20年ぐらい前に買ったマフラーですね。このレアルのやつは、このレアルのやつも、これ、日産スタジアムに、レアル・マドリード来て2001年ぐらいか、だからこれも20年近く前ですね。全部それぐらいに買ったマフラーですね、これ。羽織るマフラーは。
Trying to put Pohan under a little bit more pressure, and Pohan seemed to just be struggling with the tempo of the game a little bit, not being able to really pass it through the midfield. being able to find the spaces on the left-hand side that they ideally want to.
私は買ったっていうか、もう親に買ってもらった、まだ小さかったので、小さかったので、私が買ってもらったっていう感じですね。そんななんか欲しくて買ったというよりは、なんか小さい時ってなんか親が適当になんかね、適当に親がサッカーが好きならもうね、店員かなんかに聞いて多分それで選んで買ったやつとかもあるんですけど、ちょっとそれはいいんですけどね、名古屋がなかなか縦に行けないですね。なんだこのパス回しの時間は。ああ、なんか昨日のセレッソ戦を見ているような感じですね。
I'm quite happy to just sit back in their own half. As I said, the moment it crosses the halfway line, the moment there's a pass into one of Nagoya's central midfielders, quick to try and close down for her.
There's the ball forward. You see, as Roshan says, that immediate sense of urgency from the blue shirts.
おたけレンタルレアルマドリード。
Take a look at the player who's furthest forward there. For Pohang, and it's Tashi, and he's really not interested in trying to dispossess the defenders who have the ball when they're in their own half, as you say. Hiragaki got options to his right here.
前田行け、自分で前田切り込め。お、来た、斉藤来た。今斉藤多分柿谷の足元にね、ピンポイントで狙って落としてうまかったんですけど、柿谷の前にうまくディフェンスが入ってましたね。でもロングパスが有効的ですよ、こういう芝が悪いときは。ほら、あんまりドリブルすると今みたいに簡単に取れる。おっしゃ、これ逆にカウンター。あ、人がいない。逆サイでいいやん、逆サイで。よし。前田稲垣でいけ、前田稲垣。稲垣、もう単純に稲垣に、なんで、そんな無理だって、ほら。ぬかるんでるから。稲垣でセンターリングでよかったんよ、今のは。ぬかるんでてスピード出せないですもんね、今日は。足の速い斉藤でもうちょっと遅くなるぐらいでしょう。芝が悪いんで。だから後半、マテウスとか相馬が入るかどうかっていうところですよね。スピードが活かせれるのかどうか。
Recovery there from Maeda, who really is up and down that right flank, can descend in advanced positions, but coming back to do plenty of defensive work as well. Wearing the number 25 shirt for Nagoya. I think his heat map would be a predictable one, an impressive one, but a predictable one. It's really just one long red strip up and down this flank. Now, opportunity to square this one back with quality, but that didn't come. It went straight to a red shirt. Recovered by Sin Jin Ho. He's back in possession. rallies it towards the edge of the box there. Taking that well on the chest. If he can just, or he decides to turn
誰ですか
but again,
後半、金崎ですか金崎は怪我で、あれですよ。今、長期離脱してるんで、今日の試合もですね、入ってないんですよ。メンバーに入ってないんですよね。
Find a space in behind Nagoya's defense on the occasion.
Well, twice this Nagoya defence have found themselves a little bit exposed at the back, but twice individual pieces of defending have come out on top. Quite exceptional on both occasions. They can't expect to be able to do that every time. Past 5 in the evening local time in Bangkok. Doesn't look as if there's any sun directly at the pitch, which will come as a great relief to all 22 players and the officials, I'm sure.
Certainly looks a bit cooler than it was on match day 1, I think.
Driven forward down the right flank there.
ピンチ、ピンチ、ピンチ。あ、おお。危な。ランゲラクナイスセーブ。
Plenty enough for the referee to signal that everybody should get refreshed. We're going to have a hydration break. It was certainly a shot. He wasn't looking for his teammate at all. Langerak to get down quick.
It was a beautiful ball played in behind by fantastic driven pass from a deep position.
Took a deflection on the way in, I think, as well.
Onto Kwang Bun. Then look for the cut back into TPO. Just trying to catch a good defender start. This is it, made its way goal. Langerak was alert to that, push it away.
How he's going to be able to unscrew these bottles of water with those enormous gloves on. It's going to be quite a production to take them off and put them on again.
The goalkeeper, he doesn't need a drink.
I'm sure there's someone there who can do it for him. Noticeably, though, he's not taking a drink.
Look at it. He just thought for a second that the number 6 is going to give it to him. Miyahara.
Poor fella.
He's not much to do, just standing around in goal. Doesn't really need that one. The break.
あー、滑った、ほら。これが怖いんですよね。このぬかるみが。だからなんか、今日って、あれですよね。さっきも、このポハンの方ので、なんでそんなとこから打つんっていうようなとこからね、バーンとゴール正面にめがけて蹴ってきましたけど、ああいうシュートたくさん打って足場が悪いんで、それ繰り返していけばね、なんかこう、こぼれ球ぶち込めそうなチャンスが出てきそうな気が。あんまり形に今日はこだわらない方がいいぐらい芝が悪いです。
Gets both hands to that quite comfortably in the end. We're attacking players just drifting in behind him, waiting for him to drop it. Present the gift, but didn't count.
Never failed to surprise me, Steve.
But with my overall knowledge of landscaping,
Everything.
Yeah,
Incredible stuff.
Suki Kimoto now for Nagoya. Pass naturally was a bit closer to Tashi than he probably would have hoped for.
お、来た来たこれ来たぞ打ておっしゃーうまいさすがか北にいやーいいうまいやー 今のはボール持ってから振り向いて、シュートを振り抜くまでのスピードが速かったですね。コースも完璧だったんじゃないですか、これ。こっから1、2の、もう見てないですもんね、ボールを。ボールを見ずにコースに行けれるっていうのはやっぱすげえな、こいつは。しかも速い。パンチ力もコースも完璧ですね、これ。柿谷ワントップが、まあ、ワントップが活かせたっていうポジションからのシュートじゃなかったんですけど。いや、でも、芝が悪い中、ああいう。お、来た、もう一回来た、また来た、また来た。あ。さっき見てて思ったんですけど、斉藤は足が速いんで、ぬかるんでてもね、もう斉藤言ってるけど、これ、相馬とマテウスも入れた方が今日逆に、他の選手は足が遅いから、これも足も疲れますよね、これ。この芝じゃ。後半やっぱ、相馬とマテウス、どっかのタイミングで入れていいんじゃないですかね。総力戦で。勝ちに行った方が。まあ、この芝でやっぱ足が遅いやつはダメでしょう。うわあ、やっぱ追いつく。いいですよ、いいですよ。流れを掴んできましたね。うわー。よし、また来た。もう単純に縦で、そう。よし。さあ、またコーナーキックのチャンスです。そんなにポハンの方はディフェンス陣が上背がある選手がいないような感じなので、お、コーナーキックはね、だから有効的かもしれないですね。そんなにポハンの方はディフェンス陣身長高くないですね。 さあ、ちょっ
40
と
yards from goal, we have a ball hung free kick. Tashi
フリ
there,
ーキックの
into the box,
ピンチです。
making his presence felt for sure. They're all
ここで追いつかれたら嫌だな。
18
ちょっ
yard
と
area. The referee's getting nice and close
嫌な時間帯ですね。
to make sure nothing untoward happens. This one will be dipped in over the top,
やぶね。クリア、クリア。よし。
essentially cleared away. There would have been a suspicion of offside and something happened. Go with that throw in. Plenty of time for Shinjin-Ho to figure out what he's going to do with the ball, because Nagoya really aren't pressing too hard either. Subin. Jimmo again.
おー、
Facing goal and running.
おー、うまいわ、パスつなぎが。うわ、うまっ。危な。
By Yoshida. And again, a very necessary challenge. Had he not been there and interfered, and one would have been right through on goal.
It was so important for Yutaka Yoshida just to come across, track that run off the deep
お
goal.
柿谷いいね。笑顔で。
Nice attempt at third
Oh,
by
yeah.
Yukio as well.
これ芝でね、踏み込んだ右足の軸足がずれて空振っちゃうんですよね、あれ。
Good chance to swing that one in.
So similar free kick here, Roshan, in terms of distance from goal. Once again, they all line up on the edge of the box there. I'm sure we'll see the ball just.
このフリーキックの時に唯一この注意したいのこの、ね、マリオ・ウベシッチ。結構身長高いですね。あ、高くねえか。やっぱ他の人が低いから高く見えるだけで175しかない。
So Jinho over on that far side of the field to hit this one in right-footed.
はい、前半残り5分。
Five Mohan players all behind the penalty spot there. And Lim right near the goal. That was played in quite poorly to the near post and cleared by Maeda.
ちょっと攻められ始めたな。ちょっともう前半終わるんで、追いつかれて終わりたくないですね。リードしてやっぱ終わりたいんですけど、ナイスパンチング、ナイスパンチング。
Confident, dominant goalkeeping by Langerak. Doesn't mind at all that there's a forehand player in front of him. Just decides I'm going to go through him.
They got it found it, but then goalkeepers get protected like that. Protection.
It's likely the referee gives that in favor of the
金麦で乾杯。
for
いや、もう飲みながら見た方がいいですよ。暑いんで。
Good solid header there, putting that
山形はまだ涼しいですか？
to be dealt with.
もう結構九州は暑くてエアコンがないと昼間辛いんですけど。
Looking for that equaliser.
You know, this is a perfect
私は梅酒を飲んでますね、今。梅酒、自分で作った梅酒を飲みながら見てます。
spoken pre-match about how sound they are defensively.
Message in a advanced position.
この嫌なロングパス。危ない、折り返し。おー
His head on that, but there wasn't anybody who made money.
これ気のせいか、この
Children's like a right for the
名古屋の方の陣のゴールエリア周りの方が
He'll be in no
芝の状態
hurry
が
to release that. Gets it back. Not the strongest kick.
よく見えますね、ちょっ
Directly
と。
to a teammate. It's giving the benefit of the doubt. So they
この右サイド、
Well, if he did, that was a brilliant pass.
画面手前側が結 構悪いしね。
distribution by Langerak.
Really did look as if he'd miss hit at that.
Let's be positive, Steve.
Nakatani. Hikimoto under a little bit of pressure. Ohio deciding to press late on in this second half. Sunwoo.
So there's an opportunity there for Miyahara.
攻めろよ。攻め手がないなら縦パスでええって。
Nice run in behind Powan's midfield. But you can see Nagoya going back to the usual style, playing it safe,
芝が悪いと。
taking risks, especially now that they are in the lead. Try and drop the tempo of the game a little bit. Say to Powan, look, you've wanted to sit back against us. You're going to have to come out now to look for that equalizer.
この過度なバックパスが怖いわ。
Nakatani gets there just in time. Ball played to a little bit short by Yamamoto in a dangerous area of the field, and there's a infringement on that far side of the field.
長さこけたついでに頭元にあったジュースを座りながらあぐらかいて飲むという。ついでが面白い、ついで。あとこけたところにあれこれジュースがあって右手がボトルに触れてそのまま起き上がる。面白いわ。
Now for Nagoya as we move past the 45-minute mark, and there will be a minimum of 2 minutes extra time to play in this first period before the referee calls for the break.
ちょっと合わない。
Down the channel, completely misread it by
あと1分。
Yoshida. That's a little bit of a wry smile as he
ああいう速いボールは今日はどうなんだろう。ぬかるんでるから合わせにくいんじゃないですかね。もっとポーンと、もうちょっと緩めの。パスの方が有効的だと思うんやけど。
Being overseen all the while there by Yoshida. Quite a height difference between the two.
オリッピーではない。オリッピー聞いたことないです。危ない。宗本のディフェンスいいな。完璧や、今の。ディフェンダー、僕もディフェンダーだったんで分かるんですよね。あのディフェンスでカバーできて、完璧にカバーできた時の気持ちよさが。はい、前半終了です。ちょっとお腹が空いたので席を外します。
Of this AFC Champions League Group G encounter. We'll be back for the second half. Nagoya leading this one by a goal to them.
Do you recommend Deep Rapid Acne Mud Scrub with Himalayan rock salt? Deeply cleanses your skin to help stop oil and acne at the source and detoxifies it naturally to reduce bacteria. Stop worrying about oil and acne recurrence. Rapid results in just 7 days. Nigamet, it starts with you.
Introducing the world's first all-electric rally series. Racing around the world in a bid to highlight the most important climate issues of our generation. With elite male and female drivers who go racing as equals. In the most remote corners of planet Earth that remain at risk. Extreme E is here to revolutionize the world of motorsport. Extreme E, the electric odyssey, starts now. I got your attention now. Let's do this. There is this enormous sense of responsibility to deliver. It's been so successful, the 142 years prior to me arriving. You just don't want anything to go wrong on your shift. 4 weeks after the tournament, I probably have 2 hours sleep. As soon as I wake up, my mind is completely racing. Most of the days are negative, but if I'm not thinking about the championships, wanting it to be perfect, then it's time for me to move on. Grass is a living organism. By the time we get back to the championships, it comes under so much stress. It's on the threshold of living or dying. That's the balancing act that we do. I see myself as more of a custodian of the course. It's almost like a snapshot of time. You're given a period of the championships. name's Steve Dawson. Reece Roshan Wright is with me. Roshan, it was to quote a cliche, a thing of beauty, wasn't it?
Wonderful goal from Kakitani, and if you've been following his career, you know he's absolutely capable of a moment of brilliance like that. Wonderful technician. And I mean,
ワンダフォーテクニシャンと言ってます
had an
よ。
opportunity where he spun away from the defender.
まあ、
There
カ
was
タ
only
ニア
really
ワン
one
ダ
thing
フォー
on
で
his
すね、
mind.
こ
He
れ。
didn't get his head up. He didn't look at options. Didn't look at where his teammates were. He just thought, I'm going to have a crack at goal at his technique. You know, if you had a look at the beauty of his technique, he'd have kept his head down, connection with the ball as well, locked his ankles, drove through the ball, and just too much power behind it as well. A direction right into the bottom corner of the net. Gave the goalkeeper no chance. And I have to say, Saito as well has been fantastic for Nagoya, not at left-hand side, the number 19.
He was the one that got the assist.
Yes, he was the one that got the assist. He was the one that sort of really opened up that Pohang midfield. He was under a little bit of pressure, lovely touch away from the defender, and opened up that opportunity to play into Kakitani. But still, wonderful, wonderful finish.
There'll be an element of regret here from you because you popped out to get a coffee at half-time. They were playing back that goal from half a dozen different angles, and not only, of course, are you quite right that he didn't have his head up at all as he came on, but the ball didn't bobble either. So he was a very clean, quite wonderful strike. Now we're seeing 3 substitutes.
ワンダフォー、やけにワンダフォー、ワンダフォー言いますね、この。名古屋を絶賛してますよ。
This is Alex Grant.
Looking,
ワンダフォーテクニシャン、柿谷のワンダフォーフィニッシュ。
Grant is a defender coming on for, according to that number board there, coming on for Kwon Ki-pyo, who was playing as a winger, right winger in that first half. I think they've also brought on Go Yong-jun, number 79. Looks like he's going to be moving up front there.
Alex Grant often plays left back. So we'll see where he slots in. So all changed for Pohang, and they need to chase the game now. 1 goal down, 45 minutes to play.
Well, this looks like a change of shape. Looks like Tashi has been taken off.
さあ、後半。
And I
え
brought on Lee Ho Jae. Big,
交代は特にないですね。前半のボール支配率出てますね。名古屋が 55%、で、ポハンが 45%。シュートは5本、5対5。枠内シュート、名古屋3。ポハンが枠内シュートを勝ったの1本。フリーキック名古屋多いですね。7本蹴ってコーナーも3本。まあ、後半の方も4本4本で8本蹴ってますね。という前半でした。
Alex Grant coming on at halftime. Tashi's definitely one of those players that's gone off.
No changes for Nagoya. Why should there be ahead at half-time? Plenty of time for them to get legs rested, given the 4 matches that are still to come, and thick and fast as well. Nakitani sends the ball forward. Looking there for Saito, who
いいですね、サイドから。
impressed with during that
もう
first
サイド
half.
縦行け、縦。
This is
そうだね。
Saito again. Yoshida just kicking that ball into the box a little bit beyond Inagaki. He was hoping to maybe take a touch as it fell over his head, but it was a couple of paces ahead of him.
That's interesting change. I mean, to bring on Seung Mo, he has a height, but he's a defensive midfielder. Close to Kakitani, close to wing the ball to the goalkeeper there.
Pouncing very, very casual about the whole thing, which I'm sure he'd love us to believe was the case. And all control. Thanks, thank you. Is 77 on his shirt. It looks like 11, doesn't it? But I can assure you it's not. They're going to have to chase the game here, Pohang, with those 6 fresh legs attached to the 3 bodies. Jump from Nakatani was with the aid of a hand on the shoulder of Sang-woo, and the referee awards a free kick. Quite clearly right there, as you can see. Sang-woo probably made a little bit of a meal of it, but he was fouled.
And I feel that way about Yutaka Yoshida. I'd love to hang out with him in Nagoya at some point, if I ever get the opportunity.
And we're watching him sober, so that's a prospect. He certainly relishes the game, doesn't he? It's all or nothing from him. The pressing from Nagoya noticeably a little bit
お
more
ーいいプレス、プレス。
evident in this second half, despite being a goal up.
足元悪いから、今の、あれ、プレスに行ったらいいのにな、ああいうとこ。
Foul committed. Might be a Hara. A big puck by Nagasawa.
That's arm across.
Yeah, that's
Kwang Gun. And the ball had fallen nicely for Kwang Gun as well. There's space ahead of him. You just saw
まあ今のはイエローか
Yoshida
な。
actually involved in the challenge with Sang-woo. So there's definitely space in behind for Kwang Gun to exploit.
a rare foul while committed in mid-air there. He was really in mid-flight as he planted that hand on the shoulder. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Not much he could do without his feet firmly planted on the ground. So Pohang now.
Wow, look at it. Oh, Yoshida, nice.
Nice
Nice cover. Yoshida.
Yoshida. Drive that ball forward with his left foot. Subin pushes that one forward, but nobody could get there. Beyond his teammates, that'll be a goal kick. Langerak drops short to Nakatani. Pohang running away from the ball rather than towards it, and even there just dropped off.
Well, the approach has got to change in this half, and I think you're starting to see in these moments they will be a little bit more aggressive with the positioning and the pressing.
Still plenty of time, and there's no need to be reckless at this stage, is there?
Certainly the message would have been you need to up your intensity, because it wasn't good enough from Pohang in the first half. In terms of the intensity levels, the aggression, saw a lot more from Nagoya.
It's the substitute Alex Grant getting his foot in, snapping the ball forward.
I think that's also why we've seen those 3 changes at halftime. Just want to inject some pace, some freshness into this Pohang lineup.
Just looking for that chipped reverse pass there, didn't quite come off Miyahara. Grant throws that one back. Well, there were short options there that would easily have allowed Pohang to retain possession, but that long drive just went to space. There was nobody anywhere close. Disappointing to give the ball away, even in that position in their own third when they're chasing the game. Subin. Subin again. Rashida, too quick for that though. Reads the game very well. Not the tallest player on the pitch, so won't have the biggest stride. We're going to see a couple of changes on Nagoya. Looks like Yamasaka's coming on, and Yuki Soma as well, I believe. Well, they were yelling no foul on the touchline, but that didn't stop Yutaka Yoshida. Not much will. So free kick to Pohang. Right by the touchline here. Three changes, in fact.
Yeah, Mateus as well looks like he's going to be coming on.
Yes, you're right. Mateus is wearing the number 16 shirt. Mateus Castro. So 3 on for Pohang and 3 coming on for Nagoya now. The referee just being made aware of the desire to make those changes.
It's an all change in the forward line. I mean, it's 3 attacking players that look to be coming on. Soma was definitely playing on the left wing in that first game against JDT.
Meanwhile, they have to defend this free kick from Pohang. These are the guys that have gone off. It's going to be played in here by Jinho. Well cleared defensively. I'll give you confirmation of the players that have been removed from the field in a moment as the ball goes out of play. But for now, Pohang just trying to take advantage of whatever disruption Nagoya are feeling from those changes. Here's Alex Grant on that left-hand side, playing the ball forward and nicely turned. Not really many people in there to help him out. There's a late surge from Kwang Sang-woo. Too late to pick anything up. As we watch this replay, just confirm Kazuki Nagasawa's gone off. As has
手が入って、よく捕まらなかった、今。ナイスキーです。さあ、ちょっとピンチですね。このコーナーは防ぎたい。
This was not afraid to take defenders on, create a couple of openings for himself as well, but again, I think it's just about maintaining that freshness.
Sang-woo in the corner, right-footed. Oh, and it did fall a little bit unexpectedly to a teammate. And such was the surprise that he really couldn't do anything with it.
That change with Yamasaki as well coming on. He becomes the centre forward for them, the target man, traditional.
そこを抑えたいですね。さっきからそこを取られるんですよね。ああ、またも。いけ、狙っていけ。おお、いいシュート。
Hyun-Moo had to get down pretty sharpish at that near post to his left-hand side.
斉藤に代わって入った山崎が早速いいシュートを打ちましたね。やっぱこのね悪い芝の中でマテウスと相馬もやっぱ予想通りで早い時間帯に入れてきたんで、これは後半にとっては嫌だと思いますよ。みんな足が速いんで、サイド攻撃と。
We've got 6 pairs of fresh legs on the field in total now, Roshan, and there's a noticeable notch up in the pace of this game. The urgency really must come from Pohang, they're all down as they are. Nakatani wins himself a free kick. of the box. Good defensive header out of danger.
うーん。
Grant goes long down the line, but again, not very
そ
accurate.
こ取ろう。
That
お、よっ
drive
しゃ。
forward,
そこから繋いで。
more of a clearance than a pass.
なんでそんな無理して攻撃に行かないような形になってるのかわかんないですけど。
Space on either flank for these central defenders to find. Yoshida might be the ultimate target here. Here he is. Slots that ball forward.
そう。
Yoshida makes his way upfield so that he can get a return pass there as well, but it doesn't get through to him. But Nagoya do win themselves a free kick.
So they're battling to keep a hold of that ball, shows good strength.
Now to fight with the turf as well as the defender there, Soma.
あ、これ直接行きそうですね。
Just off the field behind the touchline. A moment to go. So they all line up again on the edge of the 18-yard box as this left-footed free kick comes in.
ああ、
It's
精度が。あ、オーバーヘッド。
just
あ
actually did generate an opportunity there. And it was the substitute Ryogo Yamasaki who was trying to make the most of it. So we move beyond the hour mark. And Goya still a goal up. Ichiro Kakitani having scored that in the 33rd minute. A wonderful turn and strike from the edge of the box. Flew past the goalkeeper, low and hard. Nice first control, but not much support. In the end for Jinho, I
う
think it is on
ー
the
ん、
pass
結構いい守備しますね。なかなか。
In terms of intensity, Steve, and obviously technical quality, I think this game much better than the opening round of matches we saw.
Yes, agreed.
And these two sides were taking part in.
You can say they're warmed up now.
お、抜けた。
And that one stays in play.
さあ、上げるか。
What can Kakitani do? He's got an option behind him, but he'll clip
Ah,
it
no,
towards
he's-
goal, and that was really neither a cross nor a shot. If it was a cross, there was nobody anywhere
自
near
分
it.
で笑うとるわ。
And if it was a shot, then it was nowhere anywhere near the goal. What do you think was on his mind, Rosh?
Yeah, just gone too much I think, in that situation. Kakitani
自分で笑うとるわ、赤木さん。
and the smile on his face. But none of your teammates are going to say anything because you put the goal up.
I think he's got enough brownie points in the bag, hasn't he, for a while?
お、ナイスかわし。ナイスかわし。
And with the way Ficadetti, we just seen the captain there, Yonemoto, just go down under a challenge. And with the way Nagoya set up under Ficadetti, he doesn't have too many of these creative elements, creative players.
わあ、あれえな、あれえ、あれ
One
え
of。those, along with Mateus.
も
So really, when they get
う、
themselves
監
into those attacking
督
positions,
お得意のこの
basically
ね、
pretty much says to Kakitani, listen, we'll try and get the ball into
テ
you.
コン
And
ド
then,
ーサッ
you
カー
go
が
do your
始まり
thing.
ましたよね。
Nakatani with this free kick just inside his own half. It's gone over the head of the man he was targeting.
お、抜けた。これ決める。
There's
決
an
めろ。
opportunity now. I think it's
Yeah.
Kakitani squares the ball.
あ
And that one straight at the goalkeeper. In the end, it was Yamasaki.
ー、結構今よかったんだけど
All of
な
his。feet just yards out from goal. Some desperate defending helped out
What?
Bohan here.
Yeah, it was Shin Kwang Hoon.
ああ、ハンドか。
Ball, I think, Russia.
Yeah, it's a
PK
good
this.
for handball. That's lovely work by Kakitani once again. I mean, just to pick up the pass
PK
into,
ですね。
into Yamasaki, it's definitely a penalty, especially when you have
これは柿谷が蹴るんじゃないですか。
there.
I don't think there was an intention to handle it, but he went down, he put his whole body on the line, didn't he? And there's every chance that the ball's
マ
going to
テ
hit the hand.
マテウス
Doesn't matter, does it? Intent, it's
マテウ
just
スが蹴ります
taking a
ね。
risk in those situations is what they call it, and the referee is well within his rights.
Mateus Castro has picked up the ball, and his body language is such that he wants to take this penalty. It does look as as if it's going to be him. When you throw your body at the situation in the way that he did, then the hands are more likely to come into play.
うわ
So
ー
it's been tipped off.
It does look that way, doesn't
まあ、あ
it?
れ、
Yes,
レ
he
ッ
has
ド
been
カ
sent
ード
off.
になるのか、
I'm not sure, that seems a little harsh.
まあ、相手チームのことなんで全然いい
Couldn't
んで
really
すけ
say it
ど、
was intentional.
レッドカードで全然いいんですけど、あれね、あんな至近距離から打たれて、手に当たってもレッドカードになるんで
So the
すね。
substitute, Mateos, to make it 2-0 to Nagoya.
さあ、これ決めて、
Referee warning everyone of their responsibility
試合
to
を決めよ
stay
う、試合を。
out of the zone until after the ball's been kicked. The substitute to make it 2-0.
外すなよ。外すなよ。おー
And
し、
the
オッ
goalkeeper
ケ
got
ー。
firm hand to it, and you can see his frustration as it
さすが名古屋ですね。
carrots off that fist and into the roof of the net. Nagoya are 2-0 up. He's struck it well, Roshan.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's just the pure power behind
まあ、
the
柿
strike.
谷のお膳立てでしょ
The pace at which he hits it, just have a look there, plenty of power behind that. And can't get move. You see him with the sword. His hand to it.
We talked about how this pitch can really take it out of you, and that's why we see one of the reasons we see a lot of substitutions. But as this game goes on and the players get more and more fatigued, the numerical advantage of 11 against 10 is going to become more and more
う。あ
significant.
れ、どうし
Yeah,
た
both players just taking a lie down there, Mateus and Kakitani.
ちょっと画面に映らないところで接触があったみたいですね。
Big goal for Nagoya there, combined with the sending off.
柿谷の負傷
It's
は大
really
きい
is
ぞ。
up, isn't it?
ここでマテウスがまず、う
Mateus
わ
really
う
clever this
わ
cross.
最悪これ。
Hit his
こ
body
れ
into
イエ
it.
ローだろ、こ
It's a
れ。
foul, but he's certainly men in that defensive wall. One that's standing over it, having just scored for a penalty. I'm sure he'll fancy his chances for a free kick.
さあ、マテウスのフリーキック、直接いきそうですね、これは。
Wall structures offensively now, don't we? We've got men lying down behind the wall. We've got people standing in front of it quite often these days.
なんだそれ。
A bit of a disappointment from Mateus.
宇宙。
Look at his body language just before the penalty. It was all about him.
Technique was all off there as he connected with the free kick. He was leaning back as he hit that underneath the ball.
Который в свое время пытался заиграть в итальянской Таланте из Бергамо. Мы хорошо его помним по матчам за Виторию Сетубал в Премьер-лиге. И в своем 14-15 мы Премьер-лигу в это время показывали. И
ที่ทางด้านสุบินคือมวยครั้งหนึ่งครับหายใจวิสั้น จิโร่เล่นไม่ได้ก็จะโดนนามุยะสวนอีกชุดหนึงครับมาขึ้นกันมาครับ
He's done well. Away from Sangwa, the captain. Pick out a red shirt in the centre though. That's in towards Yamasaki. Little nudge in the back of Alex Grant. It'll be a free kick to Pohang. Just a reminder once again that it is only the top team in each group that's guaranteed a place in the knockout stages of the competition. The 3 best second place teams will join them.
さあ
Strong work again by Yutaka, drawing the foul off Ming Wang.
うわーもう、あれ、審判の目の前で思いっきり腕掴んでる。
Real wrestling match going on between those two.
あれでイエローにならないんだね。
Yutaka.
もう75分になるんで、そろそろ韓国の方はラフプレーをしてくるんじゃないかなと思いますので、気をつけた方がいいですね。
Yutaka.
韓国結構ね、終盤で負けてるとラフプレー増えてくるんで。
So we're just hugging the touchline still. Yamasaki. Yonemoto. Bit of space here for Kazuya. Mateus.
Oh.
It's a heavy touch, allowed Jinho
いけ、待てよし、
chance,
待
but
て
he
よし、
still
開け、
maintains
サイドに開け。
possession here, Mateus.
よし。
Now Soma. Can he come up with a better ball into the penalty area this time? Mateus has stayed down. Referee opted to play the advantage. Here's Yutaka.
もう一本いけるやろ。
Reminder of those teams that qualified for the Western section. Some big teams with great AFC Champions League pedigree. The likes of Istiklal from Tajikistan, Tractor Estigal and
よし。
Persepolis from
あ
Iran.
ー、通らない
Persepolis,
か
the。big finalist last year. Al Wada from UAE had to pull out of the competition last year due to the COVID issues, and Sharjah from the UAE as well. And adding
もう
Al Hilal and
後
Al
半の
Nassr
方
to
は
Saudi Arabian clubs with
ほぼほぼ
great
もう
tradition.
攻めてなく
They'll be
守
eagerly
り
awaiting to see the
の
8
状
teams
態
that
です
go
ね。
through from this section. Of course, they play each other in the round of 16. Jin Hyo coming off, and Run Seong is the man coming on.
やっぱ力の差ありますね。名古屋強いですよ。
Yutaka. That's so.
おー、いい位置、またいい位置で、
Yamasaki.
これはフリーキック。
I have to say, it's looked like this. It's coming on. Yamasaki in the second half.
ちょっとファール増えてきそうなんでね、こう
Mention
怪我
those
しないよう
matches. There
に
are some intriguing matchups. There's an all
Stay so
UAE
there.
clash between Sharjah and Al Wada, and an all Iranian clash between Istiklal and Persepolis. Those games being played in September. Mateus with the free kick.
あー、惜しい。おー、うまい。あー、誰
Two
か
players
すご
are
い
picking
よ。
offside position, sent that phone his way in, but it's wide
オ
of
フ
the
サイド
target.
の位置だったか。あ、もう一あー、給水タイムか。あー、今、触ればっていうところだったんですけど、位置がオフサイドの位置だったんで、触らなかったですね。
So water break in the second half. Quarter of an hour to go just over here in Burana. In Bangkok, rather. And Nagoya Grampus well on their way to a second successive victory. Just a single goal in their opening game. It was nervy in the final half an hour for them, but they're a little bit more relaxed here now they've got that second goal from
ち
the
ょっとうるせえな。
Mateus penalty. Kwang Hoon sent off for the Pohang Steelers. Sides play again.
なんかでっかいやつ俺は後半の下へ。
Nagoya Grampus will play Ratchaburi, while Pohang Steelers will play Chordarul Tazim from Malaysia. Hasn't had much to
お
do.
前らし
Mitchell
っ
Langerak.
かりしろ。オーバーヘッド。下手くそ。
Yamasaki's looked lively since coming on as a sub, and another sub with an impact immediately with his first touch. Mateus with the
ナ
penalty.
イスだお前ら。
Massimo Ficadenti
何やっとんねん。
edging towards another victory.
.はい、75分経過して、まあ、おそらくファールが多いんで、ロスタイムは5分ぐらいあるんじゃないかなと思います。
Yazuka
なので、まあ、あと実質
sliced out of play though. The game just going
20
through a
分
little bit of
というところで
a
すね。
scrappy stage at the moment. That second goal has really taken the sting out of everything.
95分ぐらいまではいきそうなんで、あと20分ぐらいかな。
If you look at the numbers then,
これね、結構足が、ポハンの方は足が止まっちゃってて、セカンドのボールも、もう名古屋が結構拾えるようになってきましたね。
shot on target for Pohang Steelers, which tells its own story. They
プレスにも来ないですね。もう2点取ってるんで、完全になんか守りに
Ruton Sun Mo, who's worked
入ってる感
hard,
じで
but
すね。攻めれば下が
scored
るし。
16 appearances in the K-League.
お
Allowed to run
わ
through
ー、もう
to
抜けてきた。
Yamasaki.
これ、好きなように。うわー、来た
That
ー
ball was tight and he could only find the side netting.
相馬、今のは、ちょっと、
Probably feel he should have done a little better with that. Yuki Soma.
下手くそかよ、これ。今、せっかくこれね、柿谷がもう完璧なスルーパスだったんですけど、下手くそ、相馬。
Alex Grant came across. I think he knew that Grant was
オリンピックでこんなシュート打ってたらもう多分ね、絶対あれですよ。もう批判されますよ、相馬は。ちゃんとゴールの枠内に
Wang's header.
打たないと。
Head injury here. Clash of heads between the two.
ノースルーパスをあんな風に外すのはちょっとダメですよね。今のちゃんとね、決めれてたら、もうかなりね、とどめに近い形のゴールだったんで、楽だったんですけど。
Did play in 2 editions of the AFC Champions League with Cerezo Osaka, his former club. Actually scored against Pohang Steelers in the first of those in 2014, as he has done here tonight. That wonderful goal in the first half, arguably the goal of the tournament so far in the opening stages. I'm sure there'll be plenty more to come over the next few weeks. Moment of quality to light up the first half from Yoichiro.
おー、いいプレス、いいプレス。相馬、マテウス、早い、早い。ね、これね、もう点を決めに来ないといけないような状況なのに、前線のこのマテウスと相馬がああいうふうにハイプレスでいったら、かなり後半の方は嫌ですよね。攻撃の形を作る前にやっぱ潰せば、もうあとは、おー、危ねえ。ああいう激しいファール、ちょっと気をつけないと、韓国勢はね。
Look at their K-League performance this season, Pohang. He scored 20 goals in 18 games, which is what's been hindering them here, really.
メキシコから、はい、名古屋頑張ってますよ。さあ、これもうほとんど予選にね、プレスに、ちょっとパスミス。これもう1点いけますよ。もう1点いけるいける。かなりディフェンスもね、甘いし、余裕で攻めれるわ。
time that he spent on the pitch, but he only managed half a game today. Kvesic behind him, the same as just like that little bit of creativity that's probably expected of him from the coach Kim Ji-dong.
余裕で攻めれるかそこから
might have a chance
あ
here though
ん
from
ま
a
り
free
焦
kick.
らずにミスせずに1点
That will go forward for this. It'll be taken by
追加点取って 3-0 にして
Kang Sang-woo, the captain.
やっぱ10分でも短く交代させた方がいいですよね、この先発
Too
陣は
close to the goalkeeper again.
疲れが残るんで。
When you've got a goalkeeper of Mitchell Lagerak's quality, you don't put the ball that close to him because he will claim the ball every time. He's a very commanding goalkeeper. Very positive in the way that he attacks the ball when it comes into his area.
なんでさっきから左バックが使うんだろうな、これ絶対疲れるぞ。右使えばいいのにね。
Inside the final.
そうそう、マテウス。割とね、マテウスはね、ちょっとチャンス。おー、入ったー。いや、マテウスの文句を言おうとしたら、マテウスはゴール決めたんで言わなくてよかったです。素晴らしい。最高のコースでしたね、今の。外れるんじゃないかなっていうところのポストに当たって、ポストですね。これでもうメンタルやられたでしょう、後半の方は。
Making a statement here in their second group game. They lead now by 3-0. I've gone 3 games without a goal coming into the tournament. Mateus having scored a couple against Chimzu Espals just a few matches ago. Put 9 goals last season in the K-League, all of them coming in separate matches. So for him to get 2 in a match is a little bit of a rarity. A welcome one for Nagoya Grampus. Mateus Castro played 11 games on loan at Yokohama Marinos in 2019, but now very much established back in the Nagoya Grampus lineup.
マテウス乗るとああいう風に強引にね、こう縦に切り裂くドリブルしてくるんで、最初からね、名古屋のはどんどん動きも良くなってきましたよ、ここに来て。もう1点ぐらいいけそうな、もう足止まってるな、後半の方は足が止まってますね、もう。もう1点ぐらいいけるよ。どんどん縦に、そう、どんどんもう攻めて、バシバシシュート打って、ちょっと得失点差稼いでおきたいですね、こういう試合で。5点ぐらいいけますよ、これ。縦。
Never looked troubled, really.
もう上げろ。
We said they've got the tactics spot on. The sending off
まだ84分なのになんでボールパス回すか
final
な。
stages of the match, the handball that gave away the penalty, leading to a second yellow card.
これだから面白くないよな。もっといけよ。おし、来た。
Masaki
あ
It's a nice turn. It was an important foot in by Youngjun. Free kick, foul by Yonemoto. Now I think the substitution will be made.
あー、相当きつそうですね、ポハンの選手は。
On the side from South Korea, Sang Hyuk, who's been impressive tonight, goes off. Particularly in these hot and humid conditions, to bomb up and down that far side for 85 minutes is pretty impressive. And Lee Seok-gyu comes on for his first appearance at the group stages. Made just 2 appearances in the K-League.
あー、怪我か。
First season at the Steelers, actually came off in both games. He's yet to complete a game for Kim Ji-dong's side. Well, he knows his side will have to work hard now over the next couple of days to get themselves back on track. K-League Manager of the Year in 2020 will need to show all that
あー、もうバンバンいけるぞ。
guile now
もう
to
1点取れ、もう1点。
lift his team.
韓国勢を打ちのめせよ、韓国勢を。うわー、今のはレッドじゃない。今のは激しいぞ。
For
レッ
Shunmo.
ドだろ、今の。あ、イエローか。
It's
これがあるんですよ。この韓国勢の悪い癖が。
Shunmo
ね、この負けてると、
giving as good as he's
もう
getting
ラ
in.
フプレーをしてくるっていう、この、今浮きましたもんね。米本。浮きましたよ、これ。あ、稲垣か。足をちょっとね、刈り上げたようなファウルでしたね。ちょっと主力はもう交代した方がいいんじゃないですかね。これしまいには牧野みたいにチェジュユナイテッド戦ですかね。牧野みたいに試合が終わった後追っかけられる可能性があるんで。
Clubs from Korea may have accumulated the most victories since 2002, but they're not winning here. It's Japan that are taking the points. Subin. Seok-gyu.
いけいけ、プレスいけ、プレス。
Alex Grant.
よし、ナイスカット。ナイスカット。
It might mean a start for Alex Grant in the next game with Kwan Hin suspended. He can play at fullback or at centre-back, so utilising his options will be Kim Ji-dong for the game against Ratchaburi on Sunday.
よっしゃー、来たー、これ、相馬。自分でいけ、自分でいけ。
And here come Nagoya looking for a fourth goal.
あー、またイエローじゃないの、これ。ほら、またイエローだ。
And it's Subin
激
this
し
time
い、
that goes
激
into
し
the
い
book.。He doesn't need to
怪
make
我
the
する、これ
challenge when you。think
怪我。
Yukasoma's going away, going back towards his own goal. It's always
ほらほら、テコンドーはこれ、テコンドー。あ
always amazes me the look on players' faces when the referee
これ
goes to his pocket.
ACL 終わっ
You see
て
that again,
日
you
本に
realise
戻っ
that
てくるときみんな
match
ね、
officials actually had no choice.
あれなんですよ、ギブスかなんか巻いて帰る勢い。
A bit of an experience there for the 21-year-old. 90 seconds,
これはもう
plus any time to go.
逆にもうあと、まあもうあと2分ぐらいで90分なんで、もう
And
後ろ
going
で
top of the group, 100% record.
パス回しで終わった方が怪我しなくて済むかもしれないですね。
Yutaka. Soma trying to feed the ball down the line. He was closed down
Oh.
by Wankyu. They have made another change. It's the man who scored the goal in the opening match that's come on. Hirojuki Abe. Slowly calm today. Massimo Figueiredo. He had a
さあ、
few blow the fuse moments in the first game when he picked up a yellow
ちょっとファー
card.
ルに気をつけながら、ファールをもらう方に気をつけながら、ちょっと攻撃してほしい
Winning
ですね。
this one comfortably.
フリーキック、マテウス。
Might be even more comfortable here.
マテウスあんま上手くないな、フリーキック。さっきからあんまり
Yutaka.
精度の高いフリーキック蹴ってないですね。
We're back to Mitch Langerak, who had only one save to make in the game. That fingertip stop in the first half to
稲垣の方がいいんちゃうかな。
Shinosuke. 3 minutes added
ア
time.
ディショナルタイ
At
ム
the end of
は
the
3
90, it's
分です。
Mateus. Yutaka. Just too far out of the reach of Abe. It's the man who scored that excellent first goal, Yoichiro Hakitani, that's gone off, by the way, for Abe to come on for the
お
final
お
couple of moments. Just a substitution to run down a few seconds off the clock. Here is Abe.
おー抜けた、マテウス。さあ、どうするあー、ちょっ
racing
と
through
合
the
わな
centre.
い。
Ball just a little bit out of his reach. Need to kill that one more back into his path. He was always bending it towards the goalkeeper, Hyun Miu. Here's Yutaka's header.
あと2分。あと2分。まあ、もう勝利ですね。これで。おめ
Shinosuke.
おめでとうございます。 なかなかね、いい、前半からいい形で、ゲーム、まあ、前半結構半々ぐらいだったんですけど、55% ぐらいの支配率だったんですけ
Sides
ど
that、lost their opening game, so
後半はも
at least one
う
of、those sides will
言うたら8割
get off the mark in terms
8
of
割ぐ
points.
らいはもう、ボール支配してるような状況ですね。
Nagoya are preparing to make a final change. Royo Morishita.
もう来ないですね、後半の方は。プレッシャーにも来ないですね。もう負けを
He's
認め
just
た。
in the midst of his first season.
負けてるのにプレスに来ないん
With
で、
Nagoya having been a Saga Tosu.
パス回せば終わりっていう状況ですね。
May not even get on here. We're into the third minute of added time already.
まあメンタルもう
Minamoto.
持たない感じでしょ
Abe.
う。よし、上げろ最後、とどめの1点。よ
Mateus.
っしゃ、いけあー、オフサイドか。
But it might just have stayed onside. It's Mateus that was going in search of what would have been a hat trick, but flag on the far side brought that
とどめ
to
決めたかったですね、今の。
premature end. He has got forward on a number of occasions today, Yutaka. It is going to be Yutaka that makes way.
もうトスから
And Morishita
ね、
coming on for just the final
奪われ
10
た
seconds
こ
of
の
the period.
森下君が
So may not even get a touch. Played well today.
トスから奪った吉田君に。
Mateus.
おー惜しい
Too far away. Goalkeeper just pulled his hand out of the way. Knew he was going wide. But the Brazilian centimeters away from what would have been a fine second
う
half
わ
hat
ーポストスレスレか。
trick. He's been a real difference since coming on in the second half. He'll look to get himself back into the starting lineup as the referee
はい、試合終了です。
Yonemoto goes down under a challenge from Song Mo right at the end. It was a little bit of a bad-tempered final moment, but Nagoya Grampus
お、
have
米
done
本
the
ちょ
job
っと
that their
凝
coach
ってます
expected them to
ね。
do here. 2 goals from Mateus Castro, 1 from the penalty spot after a handball from Kwang Hoon saw him sent off for a second yellow
やっ
card.
ぱちょっとファールがね、
Reached
き
the
つ
lead in the first
か
half,
っ
11
たん
minutes
で
before、half-time.
か
A
ったんです
wonderful
け
shot
ど、
from Yuichiro Katimani into the corner. And that was the goal that separated the sides until that 65th minute penalty from Mateus and Massimo
まあで
Ficadenti.
も怪我しなくてよかったです
Went
ね。
through a full range of emotions in the first game, has had a slightly calmer time on the
怪
sidelines today.
我し
And
そうな
decided to overcome the Koreans
ファール
comfortably
が
in the end.
かなりあったん
And
で、
will go away and regroup ahead of their next match
まあ、韓国相
against
手は
Jordan
結構、
Roll.
まあ
Back
中
to back
国もそうなんです
fixtures
け
in
ど、
match days
気
3
を
or
つけない
4 for
と
them. But for the moment, it's the Goya Grampus that take control of the group. 6
い
points
けない
out of
中で、
6, and they've yet
きっちり
to concede a goal.
ゲーム
Full
メイ
time
クも
here
して点数
in
取って、
Bangkok
怪我人も
Goya
出さ
Grampus
ず
3,
終わりま
FC
した。
Pohang Steelers now.
はい、ということで、試合終了です。お腹すいた。仕事終わってそのまま食事せず見たんで、インタビューまで聞いて終わりましょうか。ちょっと音量上げますね。
まあ、こういう、暑い中で、全員がハードワークした結果が、勝利につながったと思うので、まあ、本当に、まあ、メンバーを変えて今日は臨みましたけど、全員が、最後まで走り切った結果じゃないかなと思います。まず今日の疲れをしっかり取ること、すぐ次また試合なので、しっかり疲れを取ることを、優先したいなと思います。あと、今日トヨタで、
すいません、終わりました。ありがとうございました。